guys, this is Vimal here and welcome back to a new video on my channel. Well, this time I have a new smartphone to show you all on my desk. You know that Samsung has recently launched the new Galaxy M21, right? It's a new budget category phone from the brand that packs some really good specs for the price. And in this video, I'll be giving you all my review on this phone. I got the phone a couple of days ago and I've been using it since then, so I'll share all my experience and feedback on how it was performing during the test period. So let's get started. By the way, the phone comes in two variants, 4+64 and 6+128GB models, and is available in two colors, Midnight Blue and Raven Black. I have the 6+128GB variant in black color. And not just that guys, I'll also be comparing the Galaxy M21 with Samsung's M30s and M31 and tell you which smartphone is perfect for you. So you'll get a lot of info in this video, so make sure you watch it till the end. Alright then, let's get started. First, let's talk about the design and the build quality. It's got a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with the Infinity U notch at the top. And this is where the M21 packs a 20-megapixel f2.0 selfie camera. And since this is a Super AMOLED display, yes, it also has always-on display support. Talking about the thickness, in spite of having a huge 6000 mAh battery, it's only 8.9 mm thick and weighs around 188 grams. That's almost 13 grams lighter than the M31. On my daily usage, I had no sort of problems using it. It felt comfortable and was quite convenient to use. And as usual, the body of the M21 is made of good quality polycarbonate material and has a beautiful glossy finish in Raven Black. You've got a fingerprint scanner at a good position which is easily accessible, and here is the triple camera setup on the M21. It comes with a 48-megapixel f2.0 camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, and a 5-megapixel for depth sensing. The only thing it's lacking is a macro camera found on the M31. Apart from that, the layout looks pretty similar to the phone. So that was our complete physical overview. Before we get started with the review, I'll just quickly compare the M21 side by side with the M30s as well as the M31. So you guys will get to know the differences between all these three phones. Here it is, the M21 on the left and M30s on the right. They're very identical looking phones with very similar specs. Almost everything is same, like both of them have a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display, same Exynos 9611 octa-core CPU, same 48-megapixel triple camera setup at the back with a 6000 mAh battery. The only difference comes in the front camera and the color options. Apart from that, there is no major difference. And if you bring the M31 side by side to the M21, they look 90% identical to each other. Even the color is the same. A normal person can't make out the difference as to which is what. The only way to identify is by looking at the cameras. The M21 has a 48-megapixel triple camera setup, whereas the M31 has a superior 64-megapixel quad camera setup. It has an extra macro camera for the price. Also, there's a big difference on the front camera. The M21 has a 20-megapixel f2.0 shooter, whereas the M31 has a 32-megapixel f2.0 selfie camera. So it's all simple to decide guys. If camera is important for you, then by slightly paying higher price, you'll get a better phone with better camera results. Apart from that, the remaining specs are all same on these phones. So that was our quick comparison. Now let's dive into the review. First, let me tell you about the fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner on it is placed at a good position, easily accessible, and unlocks the phone quickly and almost 90% of the time. I have to say it's slightly faster than on my Galaxy M30s. And this is how the display on the phone looks like. I've told you right, it's got a beautiful 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display with an Infinity U notch at the top. I have to say it's a gorgeous looking display. We'll talk about that in a moment. Talking about the performance, the UI on it feels pretty smooth and the phone feels snappy. Felt great on my daily usage. And just like most of the other M series phones, even this one comes with Android 10 and One UI 2.0 out of the box. That's nice. Alright, now let me quickly play a YouTube video and talk about the display and the sound quality. The display on this phone is fantastic guys, the best you can get for the price. Gorgeous looking display with great detail, sharpness, and also the contrast levels. The colors just pop out thanks to its Super AMOLED panel. And the white balance was also perfect. The display was quite bright with 420 nits and was easily visible even in bright outdoor conditions. And coming to the sound, it has a single down-firing speaker. Just check out this clip so you'll get an idea on the quality.
Why not let's make some nice video on these sort of topics.
So I'll also be making a video on special car speakers, speakers specially designed for cars, and also audio amplifiers for cars. Not bad, right? It has a good quality speaker with decently loud output. Very special. Alright, time to jump into the gaming section. The M21 is powered by Exynos 9611 octa-core CPU clocked at 2.3 GHz, which is the same CPU found in M30s as well as the M31. And coupled with 4 or 6 gigs of RAM depending on the variant, this phone can handle most of the graphic intensive games. I'm currently playing PUBG at HD graphics and the frame rate was set to Ultra. Let's see how it goes. As you can see, the M21 was performing good and was handling PUBG very well. The overall gameplay felt smooth and I didn't face much lags also while playing. So yes, it's a good phone for gaming on a budget. But I do have to mention, after playing for like 20 to 25 minutes, the phone was getting a bit hot at the top, especially near the camera module. Okay, so that was about gaming. Now let's talk about the fun part, the cameras. First, let me show you the camera app. The UI is pretty similar to the other Samsung phones. It's got lots of modes like live focus, pro mode, night mode, super slow motion, and even Bixby vision and AR emoji. It also has support for AI scene optimizer, super steady video which is EIS, and is also capable of shooting 4K videos. Alright, let me show you some photo and video samples that I shot on the M21. The Galaxy M21 comes with a triple camera setup at the back, which includes a 48 megapixel primary f2 camera, an 8 megapixel f2.2 123° ultra wide angle camera, and a 5 megapixel f2.2 depth sensing camera. And I have to say, the camera quality was pretty good for the price, nothing less expected from Samsung. The level of detail, the picture sharpness, everything was on point. The colors were also rich and vibrant. Just check out these pictures. As you can see, the dynamic range was also nice and that f2.2 aperture was producing beautiful bokehs in the pictures. But sometimes I felt the camera was slightly overexposing the pictures while shooting landscapes. I've also shot some pics using the 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Just have a look at them. The ultra wide angle camera was also giving good results with minimum distortions. And here are some samples that I shot using the front 20 megapixel selfie camera. Earlier I mentioned that it's also capable of shooting 4K videos, right? Here's a sample shot in 4K. The video quality was good but has some focus hunting issues every few seconds, and there was no sort of stabilization in 4K. Super steady mode was only available in 1080p. And lastly, talking about the battery, it's got a huge 6000 mAh battery and easily offers up to 2 to 2.5 days of battery life on a moderate kind of use. But if you're a heavy user or you play games a lot, then you can expect only around like day to day and a half battery life. Well, that's it for today. That was my review on the Galaxy M21, the newest M series phone from Samsung. It's a very good phone on a budget. You're getting a gorgeous Super AMOLED display, great performing cameras, and a massive 6000 mAh battery. It costs only around 12,999 rupees for the 4GB variant. Again, if camera is priority for you, then I would suggest you to spend 2000 rupees more and get the M31. Otherwise, apart from the camera, both of these phones have pretty similar specs. I'll just leave links to them in the description box below. You can check it out there. So that's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more new awesome videos. And I'll see you in my next one.